Okay, the next and the last of the grabbing parts is Ushiro Tekubidori, Tenkan, Henshinage. So Henshinage again, from Ushiro Tekubidori, is got me. Of course, I have to reverse everything because he's behind me. So I'm relaxed, send the energy out, and Tenshi, heaven or throat. So let's look at how this works. Tenkan means I'm going to turn. I'm going to turn on this axis, starting on this one, the left hand. I just connect. As I step forward, I'm going to bring my fingertip up. Now, if you try to bring your wrist up, you will not move it. Bring your fingertip up. Notice how it's lined up here. So it's as if there's a, let me go for a second, that there's a spiral from down and up, and I'm following the upper spiral, the upward moving spiral. But now, I make the spiral go the other way. Now this becomes the point of the spiral, and this one draws out. Here, now this one comes out, that opens him up. Here. Now, you know, what happens if he lets go? Well, in our Dan arts, we have all sorts of, if he lets go of the top hand, then we do an Kotegashi. If he lets go of the bottom hand, then we do Ikkyu. And if he continues to turn with me, then we do Juji Nage. But right now, let's hold on to our partner. And you see, this is bringing him out of his range. He's happy. Now, this becoming the pivot point, as I continue to get off the line, I'll draw him through. And my body movement throws him. So this is Ushiro Tekubidori, Tenkan, Henshinage. Okay, just a couple of tidbits on that. It's easy to do this here and then move back around behind him. That's how we did it for many years. But notice in this scenario, he's the guy I'm revolving around, and he can get pretty strong right here. Right? So the newer way, not that new, but for 20 years old, right, is to come here and to draw him through. And so before, the old way, he would come here and you try to throw him here. Now you're here and, oh, he's coming under. So that's the preferred method. And it's easiest just to keep this low hand part of you. If it gets separated, right, things get kind of funny. So just make it a part of you. Shall we try that? Now we're going to go through the striking arts for the Ikkyu test. And the first one is Yokomanuchi Irimi Nage. So you could add a ki. So let's study this. He's striking, and you're wanting to go this direction. That's already a problem. If you're that late, you can't move there. Now some folks want you to have, hey, get him while his arm's back. But a lot of people don't put their arm back for Yokomanuchi. You should still be able to do it. As he starts to come, I need to move in. Right? Now so this is similar to the Shomanuchi Ikkyu Undo, but instead of moving facing him, in which case he's pretty strong here and I'm pretty weak, I'm going to turn. Looks like I should be weaker. Push. Now don't let me go down. This is actually very powerful. In the situation where he's coming at you laterally, you need to get off of that lateral plane. Putting my shoulders here gets me on that lateral plane. This takes me off of it, and we're emphasizing the vertical. So if this is Shomanuchi Ikkyu, or in the Zengo version, sliding forward, right? The difference is now I'm going to turn and slide forward. So he comes. Feet should be together. A lot of people slower. I can't drop this. I'm in a bad situation. Draw your foot up. Primarily a timing foot. So. The next art is Munetsuki, Ushiro, Kata Ikkyu approach. So the Munetsuki is a strike to the stomach, a punch to the stomach. We're going to go Ushiro, behind him, Kata, shoulder, pull and drop. Looks like this. It's a little longer. It's a very effective art. Punching with the right and coming in the usual way. I'm going to find the shoulder. Now I'm going to do a choyaku. So with this foot, spin, spin, touch, drop. So the footwork without him is here with him. Now it's very important that you don't really pull, even though it says Ikkyu push. Emphasize the other push. So if I'm here and I have to clear him. But here I don't want to pull. Be strong. He's got to be resistant to that. Here's the yang hand. Here's your yang. Light, soft touch on the shoulder that you cross over to. It's very effective. Shall we try that? Okay, now the last art in this series is Shomenuchi Sankyo. So, first thing is to get off the line of hooks. Coming Shomenuchi. This one's on top, this one's beneath. Catch, light. Get to the dead angle, dead side. Slide your feet past you. I'm going in this direction with a light Sankyo. Create this kind of pin. This is an alternative pin. You could even do a pin like this. They're all Sankyo grips, different ways to be. So here, I'm looking his way. I do not want to push this wrist down. I don't want to push this wrist down because I'll get hit. All right? It'll hit me with this. I want to move into a space where it barely disturbs him. At this point, I don't want to push. Be strong. Oh, his arm naturally will come this direction. And as it does, it's a very easy fall. So enter, spin without disturbing him. I'm back to back. Fingertips are coming down. Keep the Sankyo grip as you can. Shall we? So in conducting your Q arts, in this case EQ arts, show not only the mastery of the form, but an understanding of the principles that guide that form. So think about the wave form. Think about even on an Iri Minage, that's Manyuaigo no Seishin. How are you taking care of your attacker?